Hey, it's Pastor Larry. I want to thank you for tuning in and watching us. Again, it's Freedom in Life conference time, and so we always do this. We've been doing this for about 10 years now, and I always have my special guest, Colin Bell, in. How you doing, Colin?
I'm good today.
Good to have you,
man.
man.
Good to see you.
You're looking great, Colin.
Thank you.
Looking like a man who can help somebody with money.
I'll try to give you some good advice today.
I appreciate that. Colin always gives us our economic update for the conference, so I'm going to kind of just start with him today, ask him a few questions, try to get you some insight into your finances, into the financial picture, and also what's going on in our country so that you can make some good decisions. So Colin, talk to me for a moment, man. Tell me about kind of how's the economy looking right now? What's our financial picture looking like?
Our economy is actually looking pretty good right now. Unemployment is still really low. So if people want to go find work, there's jobs out there. Mm-hmm. The one thing that was a concern for about a year and a half was inflation. And when we go to buy groceries or gas, the price was going up a lot. That's starting to slow down, which is also a good point for our economy as well. So we're pretty optimistic this year on our economy.
Mm-hmm. So optimistic outlook, I like that. Mm-hmm. When you're optimistic, maybe you're optimistic also about investing. One thing we talk about at the Freedom in Life Conference is learning how to invest, what to invest in, because you want to make your money make more money.
Correct.
So tell us about investments. What are some things maybe we should invest in or some vehicles that we should have?
Sure. So the big question when you're looking to invest is when are you going to use that money? So if you're saving money and you think you're going to need that over the next 2 to 3 years, you want to keep it in a safe spot. Things like your savings account, CDs at banks. Right now you can get a really good interest rate on CDs, even a money market, things with no risk. If it's more for long term, like maybe retirement, 10, 15 years down the road, you can get into some things that are maybe a little bit more aggressive where you can get better rate of return on that. But you have to be willing to let those investments go up and down over time. Mm-hmm. But typically they're going to outperform the safer investments like cash.
Okay, sounds good. What about Money Canvas? We talk about this every year. Thriving Financial has this vehicle now called Money Canvas, and everybody watching today, you have access to it. So Correct. Tell us about Money Canvas and where we can find it.
Sure. So Money Canvas is a virtual tool that you can just go on to thrivent.com, log on online, and what it is, it's a budgeting tool. Okay. So you get a one-on-one meeting with a coach, mm-hmm. And they will help you budget, because when we look at financial planning, the basics is budgeting. You need to know where your money is going. Mm-hmm. And so a coach will help put together a budget for you, okay. And through that, they're going to find ways that you can save.
Gotcha. So there's a coach, you can actually talk to an actual person.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, take advantage of this. An actual coach on the Money Coach website on thrivent.com.
Correct.
And find Money Canvas. You can have a coach help you out with budgeting, and that's free for everyone, especially those that are partnered with what we're doing here at the Freedom Conference. So we'll make sure absolutely. That we get with Money Canvas, because budgeting is the number one thing. If you don't budget your money, you don't really have anything or any way to use what God has given you in the right kind of way.
Correct.
So definitely we need to do that.
Yep.
We have a lot of people, Colin, in our congregation, in our sphere of influence, our community, that want to talk about retirement. They're nearing the age, or maybe they're not even there yet, but they want to get ready for that. Tell us some ways to get ready for retirement.
Sure. So I'd say 2 ways that kind of stand out. One is if you are working for an employer that offers a 401k, I would take advantage of that. Mm-hmm. What it essentially is you're taking money out of your paycheck to put in your own 401k plan to save for retirement. And a lot of companies will actually offer a match. And they might say, if you put in, for example, 3% of your pay into your 401k, they'll put 3% in too. So it's almost free money that your employer may be giving you. It's becoming more and more common where employers are offering that kind of match. Another way that we like to save is Roth IRAs. Okay. Roth IRAs are money that you're putting in after tax, but the whole key and the beauty of a Roth is that money grows and grows, and when you access that in retirement, you don't pay any tax. It's tax-free dollars. So those are 2 ways that I think are kind of basic ways where you can start saving for retirement.
Gotcha. And also there's some cost-cutting measures I think we should make right now when it comes to, for budgeting and saving purposes. Tell us a little about some of your tips for cost cutting right now.
Sure. So as we all know, the price of goods has gone up a lot. Mm-hmm. Groceries, gas, housing. One area where we think you can really take a look to save some money in cost cutting is all the subscriptions you have on a monthly basis.
Okay. Yeah.
It could be your cable. It could be all the streaming services that we pay for. You know, you might get a streaming service to watch a movie and then you forget about that $10 fee every month.
Yeah.
It could be your cell phone. Maybe there's things you can cut back on your cell phone bill. So look at those subscriptions that you have every month. And a lot of times you don't even realize what you're spending on those.
Wow.
And that's a good way to cut back on expenses.
Gotcha. That's a good way to start. What are some good ways to maybe save money? What'd you say?
I would say, number one, budgeting. Where
Okay.
is your money going? And once you can start cutting back on some of those expenses, you're going to find more money to save. You want to start, if you don't have an emergency reserve in a savings account, you want 3 to 6 months worth of expenses in a savings account. So if you do have an emergency, if your car breaks down or you need a new furnace, you don't have to go borrow money. You have that there. That's the biggest piece that you need to start saving with, is that emergency reserves. And then after that, you can look at maybe some type of mutual fund investments.
Gotcha. No, sounds good. So Colin, I'd like to let everyone know how they can reach you. You've always been our go-to guy when it comes to finance, and you've been very helpful to our church for many, many years. So if people need help with financial advising, tell us about how they can find you or find any of your team.
Sure. The best way to find me or any advisors in our area is go to thrivent.com. You can pull up advisors in the area. You'll see my name on there. I'm in Northeast Ohio. Been here my whole life. We have other great advisors in the area too. And then you can email me or call me. All my information will be on there.
Sounds good. Well, I appreciate it. Colin, thank you
Good to
so
see you
much for
again.
all that you do. Again, this is the anniversary, and we're still working to make sure that people live the best finance and business lives, entrepreneurship lives that they can. So thanks again, Colin, for being with us, and we'll see you at the Freedom Conference.
Mount Zion, on the move for Christ.